Welcome back to Rhineley Junction. This is going to be, I suppose we can call this the early August update. I believe it's the 1st of August today. If I'm wrong, oh no, it says on my camera. It's the 1st of August, so this is the early August update. I might try and get one or two more in before the end of the month. But I just thought I'd give you a brief update of what's been happening. Basic scenery really. And when I say scenery, the merest basics of scenery. I have weathered this with some powders, weathered the station, so it just looks a bit dirtier, a bit grimier, a bit more used. I think it looks quite nice. I might put a little bit of green weathering powder at the bottom to simulate maybe moss, maybe down by the drain pipes. Something to think about. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it. What else have I been doing? Oh, by the way, I'm filming this on a new camera that I bought. It's not an HD one, it's just a cheap little JVC eBay purchase, just to allow me to do a bit more smoother videoing it. And also I can attach it to a tripod, so it might help in future. I'm doing static run-bys filming. So this is what I've been doing, and it's basically, first of all, weathering the track around here. It's already been ballasted, and then I don't know if you can see, there is a change in ballast colour. I can never get a very matching ballast colour, so I'm now using Woodland Scenic's grey blend with a bit of buff, a tiny bit of black cinders, and a little bit of medium brown ballast. It's all a medium size, it's the one I think I like the best. So I've ballasted around to here, and that's where it stops, just there where the underlay is for the gradient. And I've also track weathered it with a mix of Humbrol weathering powders, smoke and dark earth, just to make up some track grime. Brushed it round by hand and then sealed it with some I can't even see that. You'll have to bear with me while I get used to where everything is on this camera. Firm hold hairspray, it does the job. Seeing as I've got no hair, it's only good for one thing, and that is sealing the ballast and the weathering. So that's where I've got up to there. I think the next thing to do is down here, round that back stretch. You can see where it starts again there. Yeah. Oh, I've also weathered the track around here that hadn't been weathered, so I've weathered the track round there. There's my nice Patriot. The Patriot, I took that sound decoder out. It wasn't working for me. I don't know if any of you have viewed the previous videos where I'd installed that and was having trouble with it. So I've taken it out and put the old TCS decoder back in it, and it runs like a gem. So it's obviously a problem with the decoder. They need to iron out a few more problems in my view. So yes, so I'll ballast around there. Next major, oh look at the hairspray. Next major thing to do, I say major, it's minor, but it's time consuming, so it'll take a little bit of time. So that's it for the layout really. You've seen the back scene before. So what else can I show you? Well, here, zoom out, learn to zoom. Oh, there's the track magic. We always like the track magic. And the hairspray lid. We don't need the hairspray. Get rid of the hairspray lid. There's the Duke of Gloucester. I think you remember me saying that I'd bought that quite a while ago. So yes, I was alright, happy with it, but a opportunity came up, and I'll show you what opportunity came up any second now. Can you hear the sound of another train? Oh no, it's okay folks. It's okay folks. You're not seeing double. It is another Duke of Gloucester. Now that is odd, isn't it? Seeing two Duke of Gloucesters in one shot. I mean, as I believe there was only ever one Duke of Gloucester made. So what is going on here, I hear you ask? Well, the answer to that is I press a certain function button for the one that's just come into view. Hey ho! Indeed, it is a TTS Sound Duke of Gloucester that came up on eBay. I couldn't resist the temptation and I had to get it. And I'm very happy with it. It actually runs a little bit better than the decoder fitted standard Duke of Gloucester. And it's my first genuine DCC Steam Sound Loco. Let's chalk down the MyLoco Sound decoder to learning experience and stick with standard DCC sound. I think it's got to be the way forward. So yeah, very happy. Let's listen to the coal man shoveling in, and I'll probably just take it, put it in reverse and just take it round slowly so you can have a listen. This has all been shown before on YouTube, hasn't it, by many people, but I guess it hasn't been shown on my layout, so I'll just give you a quick run. While I'm here, I don't know if you can see at the back, zoomed the wrong way. I've actually I'm going to redo that with a better retaining wall. So I had some little homemade brick card retaining sort of bolsters, I don't know what you call bolts, reinforcing joints. I've ripped them off so I've got a smooth surface, and I'm going to definitely going to redo that with a retaining wall kit. I think I'm going to go with the Scale Scenes retaining kit in dark brick red. So we'll see how that comes out. I'm never very good with angles and gradients and building them, so we'll have to see how that comes out. I'll take my time with it, but that's something to think about. Okay, so let's get this new Sound Duke of Gloucester running away slowly in reverse. Zoom out again. You will have to bear with me while I get used to this camera. Okay, that's the injector there, just chucking some more water into the boiler. We'll give her a short whistle, I think, and we'll set her running. Just nice and steady around the corner. You see, she runs quite nicely. I had to change the CV setting. I think it was CV 150. I needed to change that to 1. I think it was set to 0. It was a bit jerky at first. Again, this has been documented on YouTube and on the interweb many times. So I'm not trying to teach you to suck eggs. It's just information that I find. I'll put it on the videos when I know. Okay, we'll just take her back the other way. And we'll give her a long whistle this time. So yeah, very happy. If you compare the two, they're identical. I didn't put any of the X name plates on this one. I can't see much difference at all in the two locos. Possibly that one has got a slightly cleaner. Is that the valve gear? And this one is slightly dirty, which actually looks a little bit more realistic. So yeah, I'll turn her off now. Very happy with that. That's a nice little addition, and she's a good runner. So I'll certainly be showing more of that on the layout in running sessions in the future. So that is where we more or less are with regards to the layout. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to come down from the loft and show you a little bit of work I've been doing with some old locos that are surplus to requirements and are actually going on eBay, but I thought I'd have a play around with weathering. So I'll just give you a quick look at some of the weathering I've done on a couple of locos, one diesel, one steam, and you can let me know what you think. Obviously I can't show you now what the process I did, but I can describe it, and it might be useful to you. I found it fairly easy to do, a little bit time consuming, you've got to take your time with it, but it's not too bad. So we'll leave this one now, so I'll say goodbye from Ranelagh Junction as I remove some polystyrene, it seems, from the layout. I don't know where that's come from. Oh dear, it must be my eager on packaging of things, or it could be fluff. I mean, the wife came up here while I was away working and decided to clean the windows and do all sorts of cleaning, so I came back to a load of debris on the floor that I had to hoover up, but the windows are clean. I couldn't be bothered. Who needs clean windows? I'm trying to go for that 1950s look before the Clean Air Act. Right, I will leave you now and go downstairs and show you this weathering that I've done. Alright, I'll catch you in a second or two. Alright, so I bought this loco almost when I first started up the layout. It was a second-hand purchase off eBay. It was old and cheap, and I didn't know much about locos, and it's a Triang Princess Elizabeth, and I thought, okay, well, I might be able to convert it to DCC because that's what I'd gone for in the first instance, but it didn't work out, and I possibly fried the motor whilst trying to test it on a Hornby Select where you can run DC locos on a DCC system. It started smoking, so I took it off the track quickly and just left it and put it in a drawer. So the other day I was thinking about weathering locos, and I don't want to weather any of my new locos until I've learned some techniques. Well, newer locos. I mean, I'd like to start with the 4F. And I looked at quite a few videos on YouTube of archive footage, and what struck me was how dirty and mucky, sooty the steam locos were in the even in the late 50s and 60s. I do apologise, that was a phone call that needed to be taken. Ha! I'm back. Yes, I was saying that they'd lost their gloss and their shine, and in some cases their prestige. They're quite sad viewing, those old videos, cine footage, especially when you see a steam loco towing 2 or 3 other steam locos to the scrapyard. Ah, bygone era. Anyway, I thought I'd have a go at weathering, and so what I used was some Life Colour. I think it's a set called the Life Colour LP05 Train Pigment Weathering Set. I can't remember what it's called, but I might take a video of it and show you what it looks like at some point. And so I applied some soot and frame dirt to the soot to the top, frame dirt to the bottom. Then sealed it, and then applied some. I don't know if you can zoom in here. Let's have a look. Just some rust knock, rust oxide, iron oxide rust weathering powder, and some ash weathering powder all over it, and also detailing where I thought there might be some areas where that would have we'd have had water calcifying. So yeah, and I'm fairly happy with it. It looks a lot. It's meant to look old. It's meant to look battered. It's on eBay already. I don't care what I get to it, as long as I get to the postage, which I will do. People can have it for whatever they think it's worth. But as an exercise for me to learn how to, I'll turn it around and look at the other side, to learn how to weather, I'm quite happy with the results. Just actually putting the ash over it seems to dull it down quite nicely. Oh, and I forgot to say, with each application of a weathering powder or pigment, I would seal it with Humbrol acrylic matte varnish, just so I didn't get any bleed of the previous layer. So yeah, it's I quite like it. I like what it looks like. I don't know if the camera can do it justice, but yes, I'm very pleased with it. So oh dear, you can tell it's an old triangle. Look at that coupling, goodness me. Yeah, so I'm fairly happy with the results of that. So I'll just stop this a second and then show you the other loco. So this is my other weathering project. This is a main line. I think it's the Manchester Regiment, class 45, BR green, and I picked this up again off eBay fairly cheaply with the mind to convert it to DCC. Actually, what I did, I've got two of these, or I did have two of these. I've sold the other one now. This one had a broken buffer beam one side, and the other side I took off because there was one buffer beam missing. So I was going to do some kind of DIY project to actually attach new buffer beams, but it was actually cheaper in the long run, as far as I could see, to actually go and get another mainline loco, take the body off that and put it on my already DCC converted City of Manchester Regiment class 45 I already had. So this is surplus to requirements. It's DC, it's analog, it's the old body without the buffer beam at either end, and I thought, well, let's just give it a good old dirtying up. Again, the same process, pigments and powders. More pigments on this one, so I went for some frame dirt on the bogies, and then some brake dust pigment on the bogies, and on the undercarriage, and then over the top I did a wash of soot, and then augmented that, so the exhaust there and around the fan grill I put a little bit of Humbrol smoke weathering powder. Here along the bottom, don't know if you can see, that's there's a layer of carriage dirt, it's called, from the pigments, the life colour pigments, just carriage dirt, just to really grime it up. And then finally just around the grill sections, a bit more smoke in those grill sections, powder, just to darken them up. Not quite as happy with this one as I am the Steam Loco, but I think it's because it was previously weathered that I had done a little tiny bit of weathering previous to it. And I think the whole thing was a bit too dark and a bit too grimy, but I'm not keeping it. It's on eBay again, so that's whatever that goes for. It goes for. Happy days. You know, it's been a good exercise. I've certainly learnt a few things about applications of the pigments and powders, so I'm quite happy. And I think at some point in the near future I will be attempting to weather one of my layout locos that I will be using on layout, and it will be the Fowler 4F. I've seen lots of footage of those, and they look grimy as anything. That's what I'll be doing over the next few weeks, I'd imagine. So I'll keep you updated on that. And with that in mind, I've actually ordered some more of that pigment because I did like it. I've ordered the Rain and Dust pigment collection. So I might do a video of me trying to actually use this stuff on the Fowler. There again, I might not, because I might need all my concentration, and I might wait until I'm a bit more calm and collected and a bit more confident before I actually start videoing me weathering a loco. But that's what I've been up to. This has turned into a bit of a ramble. Apologies for that, but I hope you enjoy what you see. If you do, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and there'll be some more updates in August, no doubt. Certainly one, if not two. So until then, keep on railroading, as the Americans would say, and I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye.